Hiya Sarah, I just thought I'd record this short video just to sort of get you through the sort of basics. Obviously you know how to make simple edits, so it's dead easy as WordPress anyway, so it's, I'm sure you'll find it quite easy to use. I will record a full set of videos for to show you how to edit every last part of the site, but just sort of record this quickly to sort of get you going. What I meant in the email about these is what happens here is the theme is set up to bring in the 2 latest news stories and the 2 latest events. And it knows that basically anything in WordPress is either made up of generally it's a post or a page. A page is all these like about us, fixtures, etc. And posts are these latest news and events in our case, and they're what's put in date order. It's like a blog basically. But this theme does have support for its own sort of match reports, and they're linked to from if you go into fixtures and come down here look and click on match report. That is a proper match report where you get, and it's laid out differently for match reports because you get obviously the proper score and the the location and the date and everything. So that's where you're really supposed to do the match reports, and you do those if you come into fixtures, edit a fixture, and then you edit there. Look, you put that in the match report. So that's where you're supposed to do the match reports. Now, I'll just show you. The home page knows whether something's a news or an event by these categories. So if you want to set something as a news or an event, you do it there. You can create subcategories of these as well. So you could say like add new category, whatever you want it to be, and then choose a parent category, then say add new category. I won't do it here, but that's how you'd add a subcategory of news. So it's up to you how you want to play it. You could have match report. You could not use how the theme. You could sack off how the theme expects you to do it and have just your blog as your match reports if you wanted to, but I personally wouldn't do that. I think you might as well go with what they've sort of designed it to do, I mean, I know they're not as prominent when they're linked to just from the fixtures, but there's nothing stopping us having like a tab up here saying for match reports, and we could link to them from there as well, and I can show you how to do that if you want. So let me know how you want to play, because I just think if you start putting match reports as news, it's just sort of already contradicting how the theme expects you to sort of work with it, if that makes sense. So like I say, let me know on that. So what I've done with the match reports for now is I've just made them drafts, so that's made it unpublished. If you just edit it, you do that there. So if you say edit, if you make something a draft, obviously it's not live, and then if you want to republish it again, you can move it from a draft into a published by clicking on this edit button there. So like I say, really they want to go into the match reports, and that, like I said before, I think I've mentioned that goes in there. So you just edit the fixture and add the report in there, which I think is the better way of doing it personally. With regards to the images on the fixtures, I've noticed that you've added some. I think if we're going to do it, we might as well make a nice little small one for the bees, which I've done there and added it for you. So that's quite nice. I think that looks quite good. So that's that. With regards to, you said something ain't centered anymore. I'm not quite sure what you meant by that. I must be just missing something there. With regards to displaying the juniors, and you've seen how the theme works now as with regards to fixtures and results. It doesn't lend itself to sort of tournament players or anything like that. So, I mean, there's ways around it. I mean, we could easily just create a brand new page, just enter them manually. I think we'd probably end up having to do something like that, So let me know how you want to display the juniors, and I'll try and come up with something. But it's definitely not going to be, as sort of set up like this, because obviously that you've seen how this works. So that's that. So just let me know what you want to do with regards to displaying the match reports and stuff on the home page. I mean, all other edits really in the pages and stuff are pretty straightforward. You just sort of choose the page you want, and like I say, they're all made out of these content blocks. And to edit a content block, this is like one of these black areas. You just click this little gear icon, and that's what controls what it pulls in and what size it is and stuff like that. And just sort of try and be consistent with stuff, because I noticed when you did bring in the match reports on there, they had different size images to the ones that I'd used, and it just starts to look scruffy because they were like at different heights then. I mean, obviously it looks scruffy now because there's one missing, but obviously we'll fix that. So just sort of try and take a little bit of care in what you're uploading. I mean, it might not be that bad when you only put a few on, but over time it just becomes a total mess if you're not careful. So just bear that in mind. So I think that'll probably do just to wrap up this video for now. So like I say, if you do want to add your match reports, add them into this fixtures and results. And if you don't want to do it that way, and you do want to just have them on the home page as news events, that's fine. But as long as you're making that decision and we sort of know where we stand with it. But like I say, I would just use as the theme is set up, and we could easily add a tab up here for called match reports or something, and just keep this to what it's supposed to be, which is really just the news, rather than match reports. So that's that. And like I say, you should be okay with it. I mean, with regards to getting this other content in now, just let me know what you want to do. I know you're saying that you want all the fixtures on, which is fine, you know. I know it's a bit of a pain when you go onto like Yorkshire Hockey and you have to sort of click through and stuff. So, I mean, I agree with you. I think it would be better to get them on this website. So it's up to you. If you want to just send me a list of everything that you want putting on, and I'll put it on, or, you know, or you can edit them. It's up to you. I mean, you've seen how it works. It's not particularly hard to do. It's just sort of time consuming, really. I will record another video to show you how to edit this slider and how to edit like the gallery and stuff like that. So like I say, rather than just doing it, if you say like, Richard, I want to add some pictures, just let me know and I'll just do you a quick video. Then you know that you're doing it right, rather than just going off and doing it and then we might have to go back and redo it. Do you know what I mean? So just ask me and I'll just record a video for you to show you how to do it. And then you're doing it sort of, I mean, don't get me wrong, I mean, it's taken me quite a few days to learn how this theme works, because they're all slightly different, and to be honest, when you're doing a job like this, that's probably the most time consuming thing, is learning what the theme can do and how it works and stuff, and how best to display your content. And I've already done all that, so I might as well just pass on that knowledge straight to you, rather than you sort of having to do it and then me, you know, telling you that we should have done it differently or whatever. So anyway, I'll leave it at that for now. With regards to the date formats, I wasn't quite sure what you meant. I don't know if you mean these date formats, because I don't think it does offer you any way of changing those. I mean, you probably could change it by editing the sort of code manually, but it doesn't offer any easy way of doing that. So yeah, I mean, I think these match reports work quite well. I mean, it might be nice to have a match reports thing up here as well. So like I say, let me have a note and let me know what you think on with regards to that. And let me know as well, like I say, what else you want me to show you. You know, by all means, I'll record a video for whatever you want. I mean, it doesn't take me long to do it, because I know you'll want to be able to edit the gallery and stuff, and that's in the portfolio section. But I will actually show you how to create new pages if you want. You know, absolutely from scratch, and show you how to bring in these content areas. Because it's quite easy. You know, you just have like a section above the sidebar. You know, choose whether you want to use the sidebar or not, and then you have content below it, and you just choose whatever wrapper you want, what content type you want, or whether it wants to be a media type, like a slider or a gallery. It is quite easy to work with, but you just need to make sure that you're doing it consistent with what I've already set up, or it'll just start to look broken. Okay, so I'll like I say, I'll end this video now. Okay, cheers Sarah, thanks.